All right, we are live on our broadcast today, and we've got some special guests here. We are pumped. I got Kevin Hildebrand and I are super proud to be announcing some of our newest partners in EXP, Missy and Shahne Stone. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Good morning. Good afternoon.
I bet. So how many days has it been since you've been with EXP when your license transferred?
About 2 weeks, right at 2 weeks.
2 weeks. So you're finally starting to get your footing underneath you, right?
Yes, it's been a ride for the past 2 weeks, but a good ride.
Great. Yeah, that's cool. Well, we'll talk about that in a minute, just kind of the transition. But for those of you that don't know, and I want to ask you, I know you guys are a really top producing team in Cincinnati. And tell us where your specialties are. Like, what area of Cincinnati do you guys specialize in?
So we're probably more a little north of town, more in between Dayton and Cincinnati. A lot of Warren County, Butler County. That's probably more our specialty. Although, we do deals in Dayton and Cincinnati both as well.
Oh yeah, I see you guys all the time. It's great. It's kind of like a bridge between where you're at and where Kevin is.
Yes.
That's why I'm so excited. It's going to be a great opportunity for us all to work together. And when I say work together, I mean, obviously everybody has their own teams, but we're all under one flag in the EXP world, which is pretty awesome. So tell us a little bit about your business.
So I've been licensed since 2008 and working, kind of started as a part-time, I thought, and quickly went into full-time with the real estate. Shahne was an engineer, but then started helping me on the backside, decided finally just get licensed, and it kind of blossomed into a team. We've got a buyer's agent, a transaction coordinator, those type of things. So it really is something we love to do, and we do it full time. It affords us a lot. It affords us being able to take care of our family and also not miss out on things our family is doing because we own our own business. Excited about EXP though, because as you mentioned, it's not just a name, but they're really trying to create a family. We're all in this together, and that's something we've not experienced before.
Yeah, it's crazy. When you start looking at all the extra things that you don't think about when you first join, those are some of the things you're going to find in the most, the biggest surprise. I know because Christopher's your buyer agent. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Yes. I know we've done deals with him in the past, and basically it's just really cool, the collaboration. So we're pretty pumped about that. Can you guys hear us okay? Because I can hear you really good. I'm kind of hearing, do you hear an echo with me?
No.
Okay, good. All right, cool. So tell us, obviously told us about your business. We're excited about that. Tell us about why you switched and, and your journey to get to where you are right now.
Well, one of the big things that we pay close attention to is our peers, people that we respect, people that we watch that do great business. We saw Kevin Hildebrand made a switch, and after being with Comey and Shepard for 26 years, that caught our eye. I began doing my homework. I began checking out the stocks, checking out the company background, the reviews, and of course, every company has bad and good reviews, but there was a lot more good. And in that time, I was able to really look into what the benefit would be for us compared to the traditional brokerage. And we have always, I have a marketing background as well, and I've always been involved in doing my own marketing. With traditional, it was very tough to get exactly what I wanted because I had to work within their parameters. With this manifold, as long as I'm meeting state laws and EXP branding guidelines, which they have very easy branding guidelines to follow with color codes and everything, it has been extremely easy to make my own brochures, my own marketing, social medias, do all the stuff that I enjoy doing, and do it to, again, the standards of Ohio as well as EXP, but have fun with it to where I really couldn't do that before. The other thing about it is that it gives us the time to put in our own listings to really have a little bit more control and timing. There's many times in the past we would try to have a listing go in the morning. Couldn't do it because our admin was booked and couldn't get it in till late afternoon. This gives us our availability to do it ourselves and really get it in the system, get it when we need it to be done. It gives us a full platform to really grow our business. And then also the revenue streams is a great aspect to that, but that's really not a primary for us. It was more what we could do in our business, and then the stock options to be able to look into that was huge. When you look at, you're not really gaining anything like that from a traditional standard brokerage, and so that really caught our eye. We talked about it. We want to retire someday. We don't want to be 80 years old still doing real estate.
Right.
So at that point, it gave us that opportunity.
Well, I just looked at my, I was just looking at my phone here. We hit 100, which is pretty amazing. That's something to celebrate as I'm looking right now. Which the stock is definitely something to celebrate. There's no question. But you bring a good point up, and I know Kevin and I talk about this a lot when he first joined. Is that we all join for specific reasons, and for me, it was very similar to you. I just looked at the fundamental way that I was doing business. And EXP, the platform that it has allowed my team and myself to just do it better, more control, like you said, with the listing inputs and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, we still have people that can help do those things, and we offer that to our people in our family, our downline. But you still have the ability to do it yourself because that's what it is. And quite frankly, we're all independent contractors.
Right.
So pretty awesome. Kev, do you want to weigh in on any of that real quick? I don't want to monopolize your time.
That's Shane, what he's going to be doing when he's 80. We don't really know how to do anything else. But a lot of, just to piggyback off Shane, a lot of the same reasons why we switched was we're do-it people. I think all three of us on here, we like to get stuff done fast and efficiently, and this takes a little bit of the handcuffs off us as far as a traditional brokerage, and it's the future. I mean, the cloud-based brokerage is the future. EXP is always going to be like Coke or Pepsi. It's always going to be the innovator. I mean, there's going to be, Mr. Pibb and Mellow Yellow. There's other companies that they're going to come around, but EXP is always going to be at the forefront of a cloud-based brokerage. And when you do the math on the overhead that the traditional brokerage has, it's a shame that money is going into so many different people's pockets rather than the people that generate the income, which are the agents.
Yeah.
And that's irrelevant whether you're doing 5 transactions a year or 500. It's just a different business model. And it's the future of a lot of things, tech-wise.
Yeah, it's amazing to me. I was looking at this thing. I actually made a note here, talking about, market caps and all that kind of stuff. And, RE/MAX, and I had a RE/MAX franchise for, 10 years, ended up selling it, and it's been around for 25 years. It's 2.1 billion, and EXP is already at 5.5 billion. I mean, it shows you the power of community and the power of when you give ownership to people that work for you or with you, how much pride that they have in the company and how it evolves. It creates such a great opportunity for all of us. And, there are companies that are trying to, shift, but it's real hard when you have all that overhead and it's kind of like Blockbuster couldn't really shift. I mean, even though Netflix was coming to town, there really wasn't much they could do other than continue to be Blockbuster, and that's okay. We're excited, and that's a great point. I appreciate you saying that. So, as far as your experience so far, Kev, since you've joined, I mean, sounds like you've been busy. I know I just came back from spending some time with some of the leadership, and you've been on fire here lately. I don't think you're sleeping. You're sending me texts in the morning and the evening. And has your business, your real estate sales business, has it gone down or has it gone up?
Mine, we joined right at the end of December. I'm trying to think when our license actually got switched. It was maybe even January 1st, 2nd, or 3rd. But yeah, we've sold maybe 15 in January. So there's a lot of energy in our office now. I mean, there's a lot of fear, right? Anytime you switch. But there's also just a ton of energy, and when everybody's positive and excited, things happen. I don't know. People can sense when you have that hop in your step, and then they can also sense when you walk in the door and you're kind of dragging your computer bag behind you, you know. So
Yeah.
it's just really been a shot of adrenaline for us. And instead of competing with, you know, agents that do a lot of business like the Stones, I feel like we're collaborating and we're sharing ideas, and we're all growing together. I mean, I pull up the number of houses sold in Warren County, and the number is so high that we're not competing against each other. We're competing against ourselves, and the ability to be able to share ideas. And Shane probably knows more about printers and marketing things than anybody in our office, so we can lean on him for those ideas. And then if they have questions, everybody's just open to share, and I think that's pretty much wide, and it's fun.
Yeah, the collaboration's been incredible. I think I've shared the story where, you know, I've been mentoring some of the younger agents that have joined in our EXP family that are not on our team. You know, I'll go visit, hey, let's work on your business plan, where you at? And, you know, I end up walking away, even though I help them, I end up taking away so many takeaways from how they're doing business that excelled and just shot our business right up to the forefront. Like, we are cutting edge, and it's awesome with the collaboration. So that's great. Kev, you've already got your office up and running. You're allowing, you know, agents to come in and work from that space. Has that been working out?
Yeah. We're internet went in yesterday, so we're giving that like a week test run before we move our team in.
Yeah.
I mean, God forbid we move in and not be able to use our computer. But yeah, that's been. We got 2 people coming. Knock on wood, right? There's always. You got to tell their broker, but coming on Monday, Tuesday, and you can feel the momentum building. You know, people asking us questions. Have you guys gotten many calls from friends, agents, just saying, "Hey, what the heck are you doing?"
Yeah, that was
hit and miss. Yeah, they kind of, you know, we'll be out talking about a property, and then they'll say, "Hey, we might need to talk." So just trying to open some doors right now, get ourselves up and running, feeling like Andrew said, feeling like we've learned a little more and have more of our systems in place so we can intelligently share what's going on, and we're getting to that point for sure.
Yeah.
No, that's awesome. Well, you just, like you said, you kind of get, it's like sports. You know, I was, you know, that's all I did growing up, and everything kind of is an analogy for me. You have to go through the fundamentals first, get your fundamentals down. That's why at the beginning of the season you work on the fundamentals, right? Then you put in the offense later. So I know you guys are really hammering it out and making the transition, and you're going to get a ton of people that are reaching out to you when they start seeing you guys and doing co-op deals and whatnot with them. So that's pretty exciting stuff. Wanted to ask you also about kind of just a quick background. I know I'm familiar with you guys because we do business, but were you always, I know as an engineer, Shane, but Missy, what were you doing before you hit, you know, in the real estate business?
I was being a mom.
That's awesome. The hardest job around.
I used to be in sales. I sold cars for a living. And then when we had little kids, that didn't work so well, bad hours. So once the last one got, I think as soon as she started preschool, I was in school to get my real estate license, and then just never looked back. So it's been great.
That's awesome. My mother and I went got our license at the same time, and it was pretty cool to watch her journey through it. And you know, she's done really good. I wish, it's crazy. I wish that EXP was around when we started, because she left Mary Kay. She had like 200 agents, or not agents.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. She drove the pink Cadillac. She was just a real go-getter. I could see her, you know, I could see her in real estate going crazy.
Yeah.
Pretty neat stuff. But well, hey, I don't want to keep you guys too long. Kevin, is there anything else that you wanted to talk about?
It's everything's so far has been exceeded our expectations as far as the transition. It's been, like you said, it's been a lot of work. It's been like 2 days. 2 days are what, usually 3 weeks. So we're getting close. I did sleep till 4:15 this morning. That's probably the longest I've slept. Now I go to bed between 9 and 10, so that's 6 hours. Nobody needs 6 hours. But most days I'm up at 1 or 2, and you know, my mind's racing. But it's for our group, and I'm hoping that at some point we can start doing some like team meetings with maybe the 3 of us and additional people, and just keep sharing ideas and keep helping each other and keep watching both of our businesses grow. I listened to a podcast I think I got from you, and it was Gene Frederick, and he'd mentioned, the worst habit somebody can try to have is to maintain.
Yeah.
And kind of like, I had gotten kind of complacent where I was, if we sell 200 houses every year, I'm happy. But, I had kind of settled into maintaining, and it's like, we're selling ourselves short because we have so many relationships. I mean, all of us have so many great past clients and co-op relationships that we probably take for granted that we could probably all nurture
right
a little bit more. And so we're really energetic. We were way behind on the social media portion of business, and hired a girl, Jenna, that comes in every day from 9 to 1, and she's 22, and she does more on her phone in 30 seconds than I can do in 3 hours.
Yeah.
And so we're up in our presence and professionalism and information, and we're excited about that. There's a lot of
Yeah.
I always had a basketball coach that said sometimes you only have to be that much better, right? And that's a sales thing. You only have to be a little bit better. But if we can just get a little bit better in a lot of areas where we're behind, we're gonna have a fantastic year and align ourselves with some good people.
Well, what you're going to find, and this is what we found, and Missy and Shane as well, you're gonna find like you're collapsing time, right? You could go out and do it on your own. You can find it, and in a traditional real estate brokerage, the person that sat next to you, yeah, they're on the same team, but meaning the same brand, but they're still your competitor in a way. And this just fosters such collaboration that you can learn from, and we can learn from you, and you're just not making the same mistakes others made. And it's like Jay Kender always says that, he's not the smartest kid in class, but he always sits next to the smartest, not to cheat, but hey, he asks questions. How'd you do that? Tell me what's up. So it's a pretty dynamic thing. And for you, why you joined, I know you did it for family and for your agents and to the way that you interface with your consumers with the platform. But what you're going to find additionally to the stock, which I know you already have picked up on that's a huge deal, but the revenue share, and that's where EXP essentially rewards all of our agents for introducing new people to the brand. And instead of paying the regional owners or the broker owner of a traditional model, that money gets redistributed back to folks that are helping you in the business grow your business that introduce you to it. So it's a pretty dynamic and fascinating model. And when your house payment starts getting paid, I saw a post today from a couple of our agents. They were going back and forth, and Tina said, "Hey, listen, pretty much every one of her bills now is being paid by RevShare, which is pretty cool." And she was just slow and steady and shared the dream, and it's pretty easy to do. So, yeah. With that being said, I wanted to say thanks for joining, and we can't wait to work with you guys. And if there's anything we can do here in the Dayton, our northern part of Cincinnati, let us know. We'd be more than happy to help.
Sure. We're excited and learning every day, and excited about what the future holds.
Great. Well, keeping up with Kevin's a full-time job.
Oh, yeah, right.
Just keep going up.
We're bringing up the caboose. Send me what house you're listing, Missy. I got buyers. I can't find them houses.
Will do.
Will do.
All right, guys. Thanks a lot. Have an awesome weekend, and
thank you.
We'll see you guys later, okay?
All right. Have a great day.
Bye.
Bye-bye.